Hello guys, welcome to the new video. It's officially day 19 of using 50,000 capital for the 50 trading days. So coming to the today's trade before going to the trades that I taken. So coming to the price action prior to that, let me go to the 15-minute time frame basis over here. If you observe at this point, the price action that had set on the 15th of April, in the last Monday session, was that we had seen a from this we had seen a gap down, and then there was a retracement till the point of 22,420, 422, 425 odd level was a zone wherein we had seen the Nifty had taken a rejection, and from there we had seen the Nifty close almost at the day low, and then later on it went on giving a gap down. However, in the today's price action, what had happened, the Nifty opened at around 22,430, 440 odd level, and then in the first candle itself we saw a crackdown, and then the Nifty took almost resistance and bounced back till the same level wherein it had taken the rejection. So with respect to that, we saw the similar price action. Hence, with respect to that, what I did, let me go to the smaller time frame for the 5 minute time frame basis. So early morning, what I did is, let me go to the trade history over here. If you observe, at 9:21 itself, I bought around 300 quantities, wherein it was around my average price was around 137. So with the same trade, I executed my trade after an half an hour. However, in between, I had seen couple of times wherein the premium had shot up more than 10 points. However, the premium that gave a huge spike was in this candle itself, wherein if I go to the Nifty chart, there was this candle wherein at 9:45, wherein the Nifty made a low of around 22,368. So, however, I was not able to capture the execute my trade exactly at that spike. However, because it was a very quick one, and executing that was a bit difficult, hence I traded my SL to 147. So I was able to gain around from this trade with 300 quantities. The capital that I used for this trade was around, if I go to the calculator, if you see 300 quantities into 136.9, the 41,000 was the capital that I used for the first trade, and I closed this trade. And later on, if I go to the same price action, what I had discussed to you about the 20 22,420 to 430 odd level will be a rejection zone, wherein with that aspect, what I did is, like, I entered in 22,500, because why, exactly, if I go to the 1035, the Nifty was trading at around in this candle, where Nifty was trading at around 22,400. The problem is that I went with 22,500 put, even though when Nifty was at 400, is because early morning when I had taken this trade, the premium was not that much increasing. However, it was kind of decreasing, even though Nifty was making movement of 20 points on the downside, or and again there was a retracement of 10 points. So with that aspect keeping in mind, so I entered in 22,500 PE with 200 quantities, and again the capital that I used was around, if I go to the calculator, so 2,200 into, it's pretty simple, 22,000, around 32,000 was the capital that I used for the second trade. So the execution was, because I said the rejection about this particular point on the last Monday's price action. So with that aspect, I was able to capture exactly, I was able to execute my trade in the second trade with almost, if the low was around 350, and I executed my trade around at 10:35. Sorry, 10:49. If I go to the 10:49 candle, was this wherein, particularly in this candle itself. So this was a pretty good trade, wherein I was able to capture in the first trade of 22,450 put. I was able to gain around 3,000, and however the quantity was higher on this trade, but I was not able to cap. I was only capture around 10 points. But however, in the second trade, wherein I had around 200 quantities, but I was able to capture a good amount here, almost like 25 points was the premium gain in this particular trade. So if you observe, around 161 was buying around, and I executed my trade at 185. So the overall the capital also that I used was almost hardly lesser than for 40,000. Almost in the first trade it was 40,000, and second was around 32,000. So that's it for the today's trade that I had taken. And coming to the price action that has formed in the Nifty today, is totally sideways, and wherein, if you observe the price action that I was talking about, there was a gap down on the particular, if I go to the 30-minute time frame basis. So this is a zone wherein on last Monday we had seen the high was around 20,430 odd, and even the today's gap was around 440 to 450 odd levels. So in the today session, the 425 level has acted as resistance. However, in the coming session, if you see, the breakout of this zone wherein Nifty had taken a gap zone, so it might fill this point around the probability. The maximum it can go is around 20,500. However, again, it might take a rejection and it will be in this sideways zone. So for now, I think the trades setup will be good on, especially on Thursday. On the expiry day, we might see a big volatile momentum on the both sides. So that on the downside, it was around 22,000. 360 odd level, 350 odd level is taken out. Then again, we have a support zone which is around at 22,300. So if you observe this 20,420 to 300 zone is going to be very sideways momentum. Only we'll be able to capture at the top or at the bottom on the long side, or on the top at the short side. So however, but the premium decay will be very much because it is totally in the sideways zone. So that's it for today's video, and I'll be updating about the trades that I'll be taking in the coming sessions. And thank you for watching. Bye.